What is up, guys? We have the S25 Ultra over here. Yes, brand new for the year here, but we also have the S24 Ultra over here. And this is also a great phone this year. Yes, whichever one you choose right here, they're both going to be really good choices, really great smartphones in general. Now, I've used the S24 Ultra over here for the last year, and I gotta say it's my favorite phone. The reason why I switched over to the S25 Ultra, well, there's one major reason, and I'll talk about that in just a bit. But in general, regardless of either one of these, whichever one you choose, you're going to get a great phone. But to break it down for you, I want to tell you a few differences. First off, the price here. The S25 Ultra is the new flagship, so it's going to be the most expensive. Because of that, the S24 Ultra is on a major discount. And I gotta say, it is worth that discount. At the price it is now on discount because of the S25 Ultra, if you need to pick up a phone, this is the way to go. If you have the money though, it's worth it to spend more to get the brand new phone because you get the new tech, you get the higher performing chip inside, and it's just faster in general. First off, let's talk about the physical appearance of both of these phones here. You can see right there side by side, it looks pretty similar here. If I bring it in closer, you can see that the edges are different here. You can see on the S24, it has the pointy edges, and on the S25 Ultra over here, it's got the curved edges. So this means that when you're holding these in your hand, you see that? It doesn't poke into you nearly as much on the S25 Ultra because it's curved right here. This means that it doesn't hurt as much as the corner edges do in your hand. It's much more comfortable to hold the S25 Ultra in your hand. Another reason why it's more comfortable is the fact that it's lighter and thinner. Take a look right there. You can't really see it in person, but it is lighter when you're holding both of these in the hand. This means that if you're a frequent phone dropper while in bed, especially if you're holding it up above your head, then it will hurt less when the S25 Ultra lands on your face as opposed to the S24 Ultra. So that's one thing to consider. Now, performance-wise, the S25 Ultra is going to be faster. It's got the higher processor inside, but not by much. Honestly, the S24 Ultra will work great for whatever it is you want to do that the S25 Ultra can do as well, but it's just a little bit faster. Now, one of the main differences here between the two of these phones is the fact that the S25 Ultra has a built-in 40% bigger vapor cooling system. Now, what is that? Well, basically, if you use your phone for a very long time, either one of these phones, it begins to get hot physically in your hand. When you're holding it in your hand, both of these will get hot. But the S25 Ultra is 40% more able to cool itself down than the S24 Ultra. So this means that if you use it for a long time, you will notice the heat less on the S25 Ultra than the S24. Now, this only makes sense if you do a lot of work or a lot of gameplay on your phone. If you're getting it for the vapor cooling system, the S25 Ultra will cool much better than the S24 Ultra. Now, one benefit that this S24 Ultra has over the S25 Ultra is this right over here. This is the S Pen. And on the S24 Ultra right here, it comes with Bluetooth built inside. Yes, on the S Pen, on this S25 Ultra right here, when I pull this out here, there is no Bluetooth on this. No, they secretly took it away. So what does this mean? This means that if you're in the market for a smartphone with a pen, that you want to do a lot of work with your pen, if you want to use it to activate your camera from a distance, if you're looking to start gestures with your pen, you cannot do that with the S25 Ultra. It doesn't allow that because there's no Bluetooth connected to it. The S24 Ultra is the only one that will give you all those features if you need a smartphone with all those features. The S Pen has Bluetooth on the S24 Ultra. So that's a benefit that the S24 Ultra has. Now, the major difference between these two phones here and why I ultimately upgraded to the S25 Ultra is because of the camera system. Yes, physically, if you take a look, they look very much the same, and that's because it almost is the same there. The only difference here is that the S24 Ultra here uses a 12 megapixel camera for an ultra wide, whereas the S25 Ultra uses a 50 megapixel ultra wide. So what does this mean? Well, it means that when you're taking pictures and videos, you'll be able to capture a wider image in a more brighter and clearer image. When you're zooming in, it will be much more clear on the S25 Ultra. When you're taking daylight photos and night photos, it'll be better on the S25 Ultra. So this means that if you're a content creator like I am and you make a ton of videos, if you just like to take the best pictures and the best videos in general, then the S25 Ultra is the way to go. For that reason alone, that's why I upgraded to the S25 Ultra. So keep that in mind. But it's not to say that the S24 Ultra is bad. Quite the opposite. It also runs a great camera system as well. It's just the S25 Ultra with that upgraded ultra wide is better. So overall, you guys can see that both of these phones here are still great for the new year. If you're in the market for a great phone with a great camera system, with a great processor, and you want to save a lot of money, and you need that S Pen function with Bluetooth, then the S24 Ultra right here will do great. Get the S24 Ultra. However, if you're the type of person that needs the brand new phone, if you plan on using your phone for a long time and you need an increased vapor cooling system, if you want a faster, more efficient phone and one that's able to take better camera pictures and videos, then the S25 Ultra is definitely the better choice. It's worth spending that money. Regardless of whichever one you choose here, both are really great choices. Definitely a set of smartphones here I recommend.